predict three things. First, whether or not someone will commit a new crime if they're released. Second, for the first time, and I think this is incredibly important, we can predict whether someone will commit an act of violence if they're released. And that's the single most important thing that judges say when you talk to them. And third, we can predict whether someone will come back to court. And every single judge in the United States of America can use it because it's been created on a universal data set. What judges see if they run the risk assessment tool is this. It's a dashboard. At the top, you see the new criminal activity score, 6, of course, being the highest. And then in the middle, you see elevated risk of violence. What that says is that this person is someone who has an elevated risk of violence that the judge should look twice at. And then towards the bottom, you see the failure to appear score, which again is the likelihood that someone will come back to court. Now, I want to say something really important. It's not that I think we should be eliminating the judge's instinct and experience from this process. I don't. I actually believe the problem that we see and the reason that we have these incredible system errors where we're incarcerating low-level nonviolent people and we're releasing high-risk, dangerous people is that we don't have an objective measure of risk. But what I believe should happen is that we should take that data-driven risk assessment and combine that with the judge's instinct and experience to lead us to better decision-making. The tool went statewide in Kentucky on July 1st, and we're about to go up in a number of other US jurisdictions. Our goal, quite simply, is that every single judge in the United States will use a data-driven risk tool within the next 5 years. We're now working on risk tools for prosecutors and for police officers as well, to try to take a system that runs today in America the same way it did 50 years ago, based on instinct and experience, and make it into one that runs on data and analytics. Now, the great news about all this, and we have a ton of work left to do, and we have a lot of culture to change, but the great news about all of it is that we know it works. It's why Google is Google, and it's why all these baseball teams use Moneyball to win games. The great news for us as well is that it's the way that we can transform the American criminal justice system. It's how we can make our streets safer, we can reduce our prison costs, and we can make our system much fairer and more just. Some people call it data science. I call it Moneyball in criminal justice. Thank you.